Hello, my name is James Miller, and I want to welcome you to Come and Dine. Today, I want to cover a famous preacher, a preacher from the past. Sadly, today in our Christian world or society, however you want to say it, if I was to mention the name of John Wesley, a lot of people would not know who he is or who he was. In fact, if you say, hey, you ever heard of John Wesley? They probably say, John Wesley who? But John Wesley was a preacher. I mean, a preacher that would put me to shame and put a lot of preachers to shame. And it says that John Wesley did not enter full-time ministry until he was 35. But they say that John Wesley was the most prolific Christian preacher and author of all time. That's really an accolade or a title to have. And the reason for this, John Wesley rode horseback. It said that he traveled an hour average of 250 miles a day for 40 years by horseback and carriage. In 44 years of traveling ministry, he traveled more than 200,000 miles. You imagine riding that many miles on horseback and then in carriage. They said that he preached over 44,000 sermons, that he produced. He was prolific in writing 400 books, and that he knew 10 languages. Wow. It said Wesley published works included a 4-volume commentary on the whole Bible, a dictionary of English language, a 5-volume work on natural philosophy, a 4-volume work on church history, histories of England and Rome, grammars on the Hebrew, Latin, Greek, French, and English language. 3 works on medicine, 6 volumes on church music, 7 volumes of sermons and paper. And they said that he also edited a library which had 50 volumes known as the Christian Library. Now, Brother Wesley had a routine or a habit, and this is what he would do. He would get up every morning about 4 a.m. daily, and he would retire at 10 o'clock at night, allowing himself, what he would do is take brief periods for his meals, and he'd take an occasional nap. And they said that he did this as he traveled by carriage. Now, get this, people. At the age of 83, he was annoyed that he could not write more than 15 hours a day without hurting his eyes. At age 86, he was ashamed that he could not preach more than twice a day. He complained in his diary that he had an increasing tendency to lie in bed until 5:30 in the morning. I mean, this is a man that traveled over 200,000 miles, woke up 4 a.m. every day until he got to the age of 86, and he was sleeping until 5:30 in the morning. Some of you don't even get up to about 6:45, or your last minute sleepers. I mean, they said on his 85th birthday, Wesley wrote in his diary, I find some decay in my memory with regard to names and things likely past, but not at all with what I have read 20, 40, or 60 years ago. Nor do I feel any weariness either in traveling or preaching. To what cause can I impute this? First, to the power of God fitting me to work to which I am called, and next to the prayers of His children. Then may not I also impute these to inferior means, my constant exercise and change of air, my never having lost a night's sleep, sick or well, or on land or on sea, my having slept at command whether day or night, my having risen constantly at 4 a.m. for almost 60 years, my constant preaching at 5 a.m. for almost 50 years, and my having so little pain, sorrow, or anxiety, care in his life. So when you think you are spending too much time and efforts to spread the gospel or encourage believers, stop to think again. Think about John Wesley. and how we can be like him and try to ascribe and spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. Thank you for listening. If you do, which you would, please like, subscribe, and share. God bless you, and you have a good day.